You wanted to understand Princess Diana's fashion. Right.
Yeah.
Specifically, like her connection to Versace.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
So we dove into this Vogue article, and it's not just about the clothes.
Right.
It's like a story of a princess breaking free, finding her own voice.
Yeah, using fashion to show her transformation.
Exactly.
It's interesting how fashion can seem superficial, but
Yeah.
for Diana, it was a language, you know? Her life was always on display, so her clothes became a way to communicate.
Right, like a visual statement.
Yeah.
The article talked about how Diana's early style was very traditional.
Like what you'd expect from a royal.
Exactly. Very proper. But then comes Versace, and everything changes.
It seems like her connection with Gianni Versace really started with that 1991 magazine cover.
That icy blue Atelier Versace gown. Stunning.
That cover was a turning point. Atelier Versace, with their intricate designs, it really elevated her style.
Oh, for sure.
You know, it marked the beginning of their close relationship.
It's like he understood her need to break free from those royal traditions.
Not just in her personal life, but in her fashion, too.
Speaking of bold choices, there's this great story about a beaded Versace gown.
Oh, yeah.
Diana's stylist showed her a picture of Naomi Campbell wearing it,
Oh, wow.
and she had to have it.
Yeah.
Gianni and Donatella made one just for her.
So what happened?
They accidentally sent the wrong dress.
Oh, no.
But here's the thing. She sent it back with a note.
A nice note, I hope.
Yeah, charming.
Yeah.
Even insisted on paying. It really shows how down-to-earth she was.
Absolutely, even with all that royal status.
Totally.
This was around the time of her separation from Prince Charles, right? Big changes in her life.
Huge.
Stepping into her own, championing her causes.
Right.
And her style started to reflect that new independence.
That's where Versace's genius really comes in.
It's like his designs, they were bold and glamorous.
Yeah.
Perfect for the woman she was becoming.
You know, if you think about the fashion world back then, Gianni Versace was a revolutionary. He was, like, challenging the norms.
He was. And Diana was doing the same thing within the monarchy.
They were both pushing boundaries.
Each in their own way.
The article mentions how everyone noticed this shift in her.
Yeah.
Her stylist, Gianni himself, they all said she radiated confidence in his designs.
Think about those iconic photos from that time.
I know, right?
The white shift dress at the charity concert.
Yeah.
The bubblegum pink suit with the matching hat.
Yes.
The one-shouldered blue gown.
He just owned it.
Every outfit just exuded confidence.
And that pink suit, not exactly your typical royal outfit.
Oh, no, not at all. It was a statement. Royal fashion back then was all about being conservative.
And there she was in Versace.
A visual rebellion.
She owned it. It wasn't just about looking good, it was about feeling good, too.
Totally. Versace's designs helped her become who she wanted to be.
Exactly. And to show the world her strength, her independence.
There's this quote from Gianni Versace. It was in Vanity Fair just before they both, you know.
Right.
Right. He talked about how Diana had found herself.
Oh, wow.
Living life on her own terms.
It's heartbreaking knowing what happened after that.
It really is.
That quote is so powerful, especially knowing the timing.
Yeah.
But it also shows just how important this time was for her.
Yeah, breaking free, finding her voice.
And Versace played such a big role in that.
He gave her the tools through his designs to express that to the world.
It wasn't just about the clothes.
It was about empowerment.
Exactly. So we've been talking about how clothes can be more than just clothes, right?
Right, especially for someone like Diana, always in the spotlight. It was a way to communicate.
Totally, like a visual language.
Yeah.
And the Vogue article mentioned Versace's suits, the peppy suiting.
Oh, yeah, those tailored suits, they showed a different side of her. A different side of her personality.
So chic, sophisticated.
Yeah, they really projected authority.
Like that pink suit we talked about.
Such a statement. It was so different from what was expected, you know, for a royal. Royal fashion was all about being conservative back then.
Right, and then she shows up in Versace.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? About public figures today.
Yeah.
Do their clothes reflect who they are? Or is it just branding?
It's hard to tell these days. With social media and everything.
Exactly. It's all about image. It's hard to know what's genuine.
Right. Is it their style or someone else's?
Yeah, is it self-expression or just a carefully crafted image?
Right. Is it even them? Fashion is a tricky thing.
It is. It has so many layers.
But with Diana and Versace, it seemed personal.
Yeah, it did. It felt like he helped her find a style that really reflected who she was becoming.
That strength, that independence.
Exactly. And she, in turn, helped him.
Me by wearing his designs.
Yeah, she became like an icon for his brand. It was mutually beneficial, you know?
So it wasn't just about her own journey. It had a wider impact.
Oh, absolutely. She influenced fashion. She influenced a generation.
And Versace, too.
Yeah, they both left a mark, a real mark on the fashion world.
It's amazing how their partnership, Diana and Versace, how it still resonates today.
Yeah, it really shows you the power of fashion.
It's more than just the clothes. It's about expressing yourself.
Exactly. And for Diana, her style evolution, especially with Versace, it became like a symbol of her transformation.
And the world was watching. What's so interesting is how she took those royal expectations and just flipped them.
She really did. She challenged the status quo. Think about that Vogue cover, the one that started it all.
Right.
She wasn't wearing what you'd expect from a royal.
No, not at all.
I mean, Atelier Versace, it's known for being bold, daring.
It's like she was making a statement.
She was. It was like, I'm breaking free. I'm embracing something new.
And she did it with so much confidence.
That's what really resonated with people, that confidence. Remember those photos? The white shift dress,
Oh, yeah.
the pink suit.
That blue gown.
She just owned those looks.
It wasn't just the clothes. It was how she wore them.
Exactly. It was about the woman she was becoming.
The woman she chose to be.
And Gianni Versace, he helped her do that. He gave her the tools through his designs, to express herself.
It was like a true collaboration.
It was a designer who understood the power of fashion.
And a woman who was ready to use it.
Exactly.
So you see, it wasn't just about clothes. It was about Diana's journey.
It was. It was about her evolution from a princess to this, confident woman.
And Versace was a part of that.
He was.
So I guess the question is, what does your style say about you?
How do you use fashion to express yourself?
That's something to think about.